while I'm trying to figure out what to convey to you, the first thing that comes to my mind is a Urdu couplet. I don't know how many of you have heard this, but some of you definitely have. It goes like this: खुद को कर बुलंद इतना कि हर तकदीर से पहले खुदा खुद बंदे से पूछे बता तेरी रजा क्या है. I can't find a more apt way of starting my message to you in the context of your milestone ambition of getting into an IIM or getting into a top management school. The first thing that comes to my mind that you must work on has got covered very well in this particular couplet, which goes about belief in yourself. It is a myth that you need to be brilliant or outstanding in many areas or even in academics to get into an IIM. There is nothing that is farther from truth. So the first thing that I would encourage you to work upon is the mental preparation a year in advance that tells you, that helps you build a script in your head that you are good enough to get into an IIM. And I'm saying this after getting in there myself. I did not figure in the top 75% of IIM aspirants in my college. That of course was 15 years ago. But what I worked upon every day, every night, 24/7 was to build a script in my head that I am good enough to get into an IIM. And I did. I would want you to believe with every single atom of your body you are good to get into an IIM. So the first mantra to remember is that I must have self-belief to make it to a top business school, and that includes IIM. Second mantra to get into a top B school is the mantra of planning. It is extremely important that you plan your preparation in consultation with your mentors or seniors who have made it, and make sure that the plan sheet is there on your wall or next to your study table when you get started. This helps you in understanding the amount of work that you need to do than rush into it and find yourself breathless, or you burnt out too early, or just that you're not able to cope with it at a very late stage. So the second mantra is give enough time to plan, chart out your progress sheet in advance and put it up on the wall, and tell yourself that you're not going to violate it at any cost. The third and definitely the most visible part of your preparation is also the mantra that's most important. It is the mantra of discipline and execution. Planning takes a couple of days to do, and you need a couple of hours once every month to do a little bit of fine-tuning of your planning. I mentioned about self-belief in the beginning. Whether you have it or not is only a matter of belief in your head. But you could have one, you could have two, but if execution and discipline isn't there, then we're not going to get anywhere. And to me, discipline is about minute by minute adherence to a stated goal or action throughout next 1 year of your preparation. If your plan says that you will take a mock paper every Thursday evening at home, nothing should take you away from that particular activity on that day to make it to an IIM. I can tell you that 97% of all successful people are going to tell you that they went to an IIM because they executed the plans. They were disciplined in their preparation. There are of course 3% of us who are brilliant, who can walk into a CAT exam center and then take the exam and walk into a top B school. But I would never assume that I belong to that 3%. I would always believe, and I would always encourage you to believe, that you belong to the 97% who have to work to get to their goals. So mantra 3, and the most important mantra, is discipline in execution, or discipline and execution.